We spend our lives looking out, but forget to look in. The world becomes blurry, not because the eyes fail, but because our inner focus is lost. True sight is a function of the soul. 99% of people will only see these as foods, not as keys to a deeper practice. To miss the last one is to have the map, but never understand the quiet destination where true repair happens. Hidden gold. We must begin where all things of true value begin, in the quiet darkness beneath the surface. Consider the humble root, the carrot. It is a food of the earth, born of pressure and patience, hidden from the light of the sun. Its vibrant color, its inner gold, is not developed for show. It is developed in secret, in the stillness of the soil. This is the first and most profound lesson in repairing our vision. We believe sight is an external phenomenon, a relationship with the light outside of us. But true, clear seeing begins from within. It begins in the quiet, unseen places of our own being. When you hold this root in your hand, you are holding a physical representation of this principle. It is firm, it is solid, it is unassuming. To get to its treasure, the earth must be broken. It must be pulled from its comfortable darkness into the light. This is a metaphor for our own practice. To reclaim our clarity, we must be willing to break the hard soil of our habits, to pull our awareness away from the constant, distracting light of the world and back into the foundational quiet of our inner self. This is where the nourishment is. The brilliant color of this root comes from a substance that our body, in its infinite wisdom, transforms into a key for vision. But we must not see this as a mere chemical reaction. It is a process of alchemy. The body is taking this hidden gold, this concentrated essence of the earth, and using it to rebuild the very lens through which we perceive reality. The act of cooking this root is part of the practice. In its raw form, it is rigid, tough. Applying gentle, consistent heat transforms it. It softens, it yields. Its inner sweetness, its stored energy becomes accessible. Is this not exactly what we must do with our own minds? We must apply the gentle heat of our awareness to the rigid, stubborn parts of our thinking. We must soften our resistance, our anxieties, our frantic need to always be looking outward. Only then does our inner nourishment become available to us. When you eat this food, you are not just consuming a vegetable, you are participating in a ritual of inner cultivation. You are making a conscious choice to nourish your inner sight, not just your physical eyes. You are telling your body, we will draw our strength from the ground up. We will find our clarity not in the chaotic light of the world, but in the patient golden wisdom we cultivate within. This is a slow process. This root does not grow in a day, and its benefits do not manifest in an instant. It requires consistency, a patient return to the practice, day after day. It is a commitment to tending the soil of your own being, trusting that if you provide the right conditions, the hidden gold within you will emerge, and the world will begin to come into focus, not because the world has changed, but because you have learned to see from a place of deep, grounded, and quiet strength. This is the foundation of all seeing, to first learn to find the light that grows in the dark. Vital essence. From the darkness of the earth, we turn our awareness to the light of the sky. The second key to this practice is found in the leaf that reaches for the sun. Consider the dark green leaf like that of spinach. It is, in its essence, a receiver of light. It is a living panel that spends its entire existence in a silent, reverent conversation with the sun, our greatest external source of energy. The leaf takes this raw, powerful fire and, through a quiet miracle, transforms it into green living tissue. It turns pure energy into vital essence. When we consume this leaf, we are not just eating a plant. We are part of aching in a concentrated form of sunlight, an energy that has already been refined, purified, and made gentle by the wisdom of the plant. This is profoundly important for the health of our eyes, which are our body's primary organs for interacting with light. They are delicate. They can be overwhelmed by harsh, direct energy. The modern world is full of this harsh energy. The glaring screens, the artificial lights that flicker faster than our eyes can perceive. This creates a state of constant low-level stress on our vessel of sight. The dark green leaf offers an antidote. It provides a form of light that is nourishing, not depleting. It is the energy of life, not the energy of agitation. The color itself is a lesson. Green is the color of tranquility, of nature, of renewal. It is the color that rests the eye and calms the spirit. When you fill your bowl with these leaves, you are filling it with the very color of healing. The act of cooking them is, again, a vital part of the practice. A great pile of raw leaves, when met with gentle heat, wilts and condenses into a small, potent essence. This is not an act of destruction. It is an act of concentration. The practice teaches us that true strength often comes from this kind of gentle yielding. We are not destroying the life force of the leaf. We are making it more accessible, more readily available to our own body. We are taking the vast, expansive energy of the sun captured by the leaf and concentrating it into a form our body can use to repair itself during the quiet hours of sleep. To eat this food is to perform an act of purification. You are consciously choosing to wash your inner world with the clean, vital essence of life. You are providing your eyes with the very building blocks they need to filter out the noise and perceive the world with renewed clarity. It is a way of saying to your body, let us absorb the gentle, true light so that we may be protected from the harsh, false light. This practice, repeated over time, does more than just provide nutrients. It changes your relationship with energy itself. You begin to seek out the quiet, nourishing sources of power and to turn away from the loud, depleting ones. Your sight clears because your entire being is no longer in a state of agitation, but is instead sustained by the calm, powerful, and vital essence of life itself. Inner lantern, we have drawn from the dark earth and the bright sky. Now, we must learn to protect the light within. For this, we look to a vegetable that is like a lantern for the body, the brightly colored bell pepper, especially in its red or orange form. Hold one in your hand. It is light, it is hollow. Its walls are thin, yet they are strong enough to protect the precious empty space within. Its color is not shy, it is a vibrant, brilliant declaration of its presence. This is the lesson of the inner lantern. Our bodies, and particularly our eyes, are vessels. They are designed to hold and process light. But a vessel is only useful if its walls are strong. This vegetable is a masterclass in building a protective yet luminous boundary. The brilliant color is a signal of the potent protective substances held within its skin and flesh. These are the elements that stand guard against the decay of time, against the slow, invisible damage that accumulates from a life of seeing. They are the guardians of the delicate cells in the eye, the silent protectors that work while we rest. To eat this food is to consciously reinforce your own inner walls. It is an act of self-preservation, but not in a fearful or rigid way. The lantern is not a fortress. Its purpose is not to block out the world, but to allow the light within to shine safely and steadily. The hollow space inside the pepper is just as important as its colored walls. It represents the stillness, the quiet, the non-attachment that is necessary for clear seeing. If our inner vessel is cluttered with anxieties, with regrets, with the noise of the world, then our vision will be cluttered. The pepper is a reminder to cultivate this inner space, to keep it clean and clear so that the light we take in can be perceived with purity. The preparation is again a gentle transformation. A little heat makes the protective walls softer, more yielding, easier for the body to assimilate. It teaches us that our defenses do not need to be hard and brittle. In fact, the strongest protection is often flexible, adaptable. It is the strength of the bamboo that bends in the wind, not the oak that shatters. When you eat this food, you are making an agreement with your body. You are saying, we will build a beautiful, strong, and vibrant vessel. We will protect our inner light, not by shutting out the world, but by strengthening our ability to process it with grace and resilience. This practice nourishes a kind of sight that is both sharp and gentle. It is the ability to see the world clearly in all its detail without being harmed by it. It is the wisdom of the lantern. To be a container for light, you must be both strong and empty, vibrant and still. This is how we protect our vision for the long journey of a lifetime. Grounded peace. We arrive at the final principle, the one that makes all the others effective. We have gathered the gold from the earth, the essence from the sun, and the protection of the lantern. But the body cannot use these gifts without one crucial element: deep, profound rest. The most potent repair does not happen when we are active, but when we are still. It happens while we sleep. And so, our final food is the one that best prepares the ground for this sacred work. It is the sweet potato. Like the carrot, it is a root grown in the darkness of the soil. It carries the same grounding, anchoring energy, but it has an added quality, a deep, resonant sweetness. This is not the sharp, fleeting sweetness of sugar. It is a slow, complex, and sustaining sweetness that calms the entire system. This is the key. For the body to enter a state of true repair, the mind must be at peace. The spirit must be settled. Agitation, anxiety, and a racing mind are the enemies of healing. The sweet potato is a physical antidote to this state of unrest. Its energy is released slowly, like the steady glow of embers, not the frantic flash of fire. It provides the body with a long, stable source of fuel throughout the night, preventing the subtle stresses that can disturb our rest. This steady energy allows the body to descend into the deeper phases of sleep, where the quiet, miraculous work of cellular repair truly takes place. Eating this food, especially in the evening, is a conscious preparation for this sacred time. It is an act of laying a foundation of peace. You are not just feeding your stomach, you are calming your entire energetic field. You are making the soil of your being fertile for the seeds of healing to sprout. This is the understanding that 99% of people miss. They search for a magic pill, a single ingredient that will fix them. They do not understand that healing is not an event. It is a process that requires the right conditions. The most important condition is peace. This food is an aid, a facilitator for that state of grounded peace. When you eat it, you are saying to your body and your mind, the day's work is done. It is time to let go. It is time to trust the deep wisdom of the body. It is time to rest and to allow the healing to happen. It connects all the other principles. The hidden gold, the vital essence, and the protective lantern are all delivered to the body's workshop. But the workshop can only operate in the quiet of the night. The sweet potato helps to create that quiet. It turns down the noise, anchors the spirit, and allows the true alchemy of sleep to begin. This is the ultimate practice for repairing your eyes. Nourish them with intention during the day, and then surrender them to the healing power of grounded peace at night. The world does not grow dim with age. Our inner vision only becomes clouded by the noise and haste of a life lived on the surface. True clarity is a return to the source. It is found in the patience of the root, the vitality of the leaf, the resilience of the vessel, and above all, in the profound, healing stillness of the night. To see clearly again is not a matter of fighting the darkness, but of learning to nourish your inner light, so it may once again shine steady and bright from a place of deep and unshakable peace. YouTube comment: the chapter on grounded peace was a profound reminder for me. We focus so much on what to do for our health and so little on creating the stillness for healing to happen on its own. It's a shift from action to allowance. Which of these ideas felt like a homecoming for you?